First time I heard about the project was about maybe 2.5, 3 years ago, right before me and Ryan started shooting Fruitville Station. And he just kind of said it very casually, hey, like, Mike, you wanna, I'm thinking about doing this movie about Apollo Creed's son, you wanna play him? And I'm like, cool. And that was it. And literally, and then we went to work on Fruitville Station. And then once it started to become, real, because, the idea is just an idea, but we never thought it was going to come together so quickly, especially with Sly getting on board, and it just, MGM and Warner Bros. It just started to move very, very fast, and I was super excited. No real pressure, because after meeting Sly and him kind of taking that weight off my shoulder, the guy who created these characters, saying this is you. Don't worry about competing with Rocky. Don't worry about trying to be me, be you, and I'm here to support you. That's all I really needed to hear, and I got Ryan, Tessa, Felicia. I mean, it was the perfect situation for me just to go in and work. I mean, you just said it, man. He's a kid who's trying to figure it out, trying to get out his dad's shadow. He's a guy that he never met is dictating his life. He's not allowed to follow his dreams. Everybody kind of shut him out of the boxing world. He doesn't really know who he is on the inside, and he never really had a family. He never had that sense of family that he wanted so bad, and in trying to figure out who he is, he ultimately looks for the person that knew his dad the best, and that was Rocky. And then when he got there, he found a father figure that I didn't think he was expecting, and that relationship, that chemistry, they just mesh so well together.
In Adonis?
Literally going to say that. Like, literally, yeah, I think he does. I think, Adonis definitely represents, what Rocky, was, the same kind of stubbornness, the same persistent, the same, I'm not gonna say belief in himself, because I think Adonis is slowly getting that confidence in himself throughout this film, to the end where he finds that confidence. But in the beginning, I don't think he has that completely yet. But yeah. But to answer the question, frankly, yeah, I think Rocky does see himself in Adonis. It's one of those things where, like, you're so used to seeing Sly, Rocky, as a strong character. You're seeing him as a champion, as a fighter, being that guy. But when you see him start to deteriorate and lose that fight, I think that's really sad, And I think Adonis is there to remind him of that fight, to give him that fight back. Like, look, man, what are you doing? No, yeah, no, family, who's gone? I'm still here. I'm your family now. It's a, you know, just because you're not related by blood doesn't mean that you're not family. And I think that's a lesson that Rocky needed to learn from Adonis, and Rocky definitely taught Adonis that you got to forgive. You got to forgive. You got to let go. You have to get out of your own way. You have to, um, you have to come to terms with what is, and then you have to move forward, and I'm going to be here to support you. We're going to be here to support you with Bianca and whatnot. And it just, I don't know, all that together. It was incredible, man. I mean, Sly is a very smart guy, and very knowledgeable. I mean, he's been doing this for 40 years, and that much wisdom, just to be around him for a little bit of time, it's like, it's some of that, those little jewels and gems are gonna rub off on you a little bit, and I'm telling you, man, he has so many stories, and he's always, giving you advice on something. He's just an overall great guy, and to see him transform into Rocky is pretty incredible, because it's just he's the complete opposite person of who Sly is. Still, the humility and all that stuff still stay the same, but as far as the, just older, very, man of few words, what I'm saying? Very, 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 hunched over, his accent is super slick, and he's very humble. He's just got it. I think physically getting in shape was pretty tough. The diet, taking away, all the food that you love to eat, and consistently working out, lifting weights, cardio, doing the road work, and boxing. 6 days a week, sometimes 2 to 3 times a day, and it was pretty intense. It was pretty intense. I think Bianca's character is crucial. It's not just a supporting role. She's just not the girlfriend. She's not there just to look pretty or anything like that. She's a three-dimensional character. Very layered, and she has her own passion. She has her own career. She has her own drive. She doesn't need Adonis for anything, and she's very similar in a way. She's very stubborn and she's very driven. So when you have two people that are dead set on achieving their dreams, but there's the natural attraction there. What's the balance, the give and take? What's young love like in 2015? And I think Tess is an amazing actress. She's so giving, she's so honest, and she's such a strong person. I think it takes that same strength to play a girl from Philly, and I think it just works. And yeah, I love working with her. The chemistry's there. It's awesome. I mean, he's incredible, man. I mean, he's very, very smart guy. Knows a ton about film and cinema, and very family oriented, humble, grounded, gracious. Doesn't like being complimented at all. That's why I'm gonna give him all the compliments in the world. And he's one of my best friends, man. I hope we continue to make movies, as long as we're doing it. Yeah, I'm shadow boxing like every once in a while. Everywhere I'm standing still, I don't have nothing to do with my hands. I'm just like throwing punches and stuff like that. And boxing is such a disciplined sport. It's a chess match, between two people, and it's two corners actually. And the boxing scenes in this are incredible. Ryan wanted to shoot it differently than any other boxing film, especially, excuse me, in that winner that we got. And it was very ambitious, and it took months of rehearsal and choreography to kind of get it together. But I think we pulled it off, so I'm super proud, and I know he's super proud too.